my G's, Charlie, what's up? Welcome to today's episode on News and Clues. I'm your host, as you know, Big Kwame. On to introduction, I have here with me.
It's your girl Ella again.
And
Carlos.
the way Ella they talk me, they be me pass. Charlie, make we dive straight into what they happened. Charlie, then, Ofori Atta talk something. But before then, who they kind 2018, then Charlie, then come bring some statement. We say they won't collapse all the banks, then private banks, wet like those, what the names are, to sue for no how way banks, getting. Charlie, then they won't collapse all, then Charlie, do one into one. But before then, do one into one, then collapse them 2018. We then do all into one bank, which is what CBG, man.
Yeah.
It is CBG. That's what.
Consolidated Bank Ghana.
What?
Consolidated Bank of Ghana.
Rough. English now, your mate. Charlie, you know, if we use a CBG, Charlie. Yeah, so on to today's news. Kane Ofori Atta issued a statement today and he said, he said, Charlie, he shall shut down GN Bank, claiming it will affect their political chances. Hey, Assemble and Crane. How can someone's bank affect your political chances? And he was saying this to Dr. Pakwesi Indum, aka Papa Kwesi Indum. Charlie Ella. Before then, Ghana News posted this one. Ghana Web posted a long statement on that.
Yeah.
Trying to give us one or two for us to understand.
Yeah.
Please read it for us.
Okay, so
What
it
Papa
says here
Kwesi
that
Indum said.
Dr. Kwesi Indum, CEO of the Indum Group of Company, which owns GNB Bank, has made explosive claims regarding the bank's shutdown. According to him, Kane Ofori Atta, the then Minister of Finance, orchestrated the closure of GN Bank to safeguard political interests. A memorandum was submitted by the Minister of Finance at that time to ask Cabinet to agree for GN Bank to be collapsed. Dr. Indum stated. He criticized the memorandum for neglecting the bank's significant role in financial inclusion and economic development. The memo did not consider that it was the biggest bank with the widest distribution network and was increasing financial inclusion and economic development. It just said these people, they are causing us problems and therefore it might affect our political chances. So let's shut it down. He further alleged that the liquidity crisis leading to the bank's collapse was artificially created by withholding payments.
That'd be hard.
What led to the... Should I continue?
Continue.
What led to the liquidity crisis? He refused to pay us. He paid others and they thought that if they pay the money will come to me. I have been telling people everywhere that that money, it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to customers. I even wrote to Jubilee House to pay the customers directly. He added. Dr. Indum also revealed that despite Kane Ofori Atta's push for the shutdown, the cabinet did not initially agree to collapse GNB. After Kane Ofori Atta sent his memo to Jubilee House, according to what I am holding here, cabinet did not agree they should collapse GNB, he concluded.
That'd be bad, my Charlie. Viewers, that'd be bad.
So, but why would they collapse the bank?
That'd be bad.
Oh,
Give
good.
me your. That into one, Charlie. What's ready?
Why would they collapse the bank when what he's holding, the memo he's holding, does not state that the bank should be collapsed?
That's one question.
And why didn't he take them on for collapsing the bank? Because clearly what you are holding, a statement, like a memo from Jubilee House.
Yeah.
And then according to it, it says that they did not agree
Yeah, they
that
said they didn't have
the bank should be collapsed.
What do you have to say on that?
Actually, I don't know what to actually say about this, but I feel like has something to do with politics.
Yeah, because Ken Ofori Atta was saying they have to shut down GM Bank.
Yes.
Because
It has something to do with politics, but as to why and how it is going to affect
their political chances.
That is what I don't understand.
Someone says they say at the MP.
Because Papa Kwesi Indum has his political party.
I think Onono Ofandi was
PPP. Patriotic People's Party.
So
this Patriotic People's Party that
progressive or
is it progressive or
for me? That's what I know.
I don't know.
Is it what?
But I stand to be corrected.
Progressive what?
People's Party.
Hey, my people, Charlie. We are stand to be what's corrected.
Yeah, we stand to be corrected.
Type the correcting. It be like it confuse you.
Yeah, so you can just tell us in the comment section.
Yeah, Charlie, thank you.
So like I was saying, he founded PPP, and with Ghana's what's the name, political race, it has always been a one-party system. It is either an MPP or NDC. So I feel like I don't know why this should be politically based. Do you understand? I don't know if they see him as a threat. And then over the years, he has not stood once. Since I grew up, I've seen him contest like twice. I stand to be corrected also. And with all the twice that he stood, one, he didn't gain the chance to like win. Do you understand? So I feel like there's no point in
what they are saying or what
saying that his bank, if they don't collapse the bank, it is going to have effects on their political chances. How? I think Theo Carlos has
Theo Carlos, fire them more. Charlie, fire.
Aside the political
aspect,
you could also see that there is also some kind of personal sentiment on them.
That'd be hard.
Let's compare both. Kane Ofori Atta is a former finance minister.
Former.
Yeah.
English now your mates.
And he was also taking the CEO of Data Bank.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
So for him to come out with this agenda, it will tell you something. There is some competition for these two banks during that time. Personally,
someone is asking how.
Those times you could see GN doing the most. They're doing very well. You could also see database or data bank doing very, very good. So those banks were very good. But we are all humans. If we see that, this is good and this is good, we always prefer to come for the best. We always want people to see that we are the best among the rest. So it's a personal attachment, something aside the political agenda. That's what I think.
Bella, are you agreeing on what he's saying?
Yes, it could be because behind the camera, I always say that people choose to let you see what they want you to see. Sometimes it's not actually what you see, that is what it is. Do you understand? I don't know if you are getting my point.
Yeah, you are getting.
So I feel like what he's saying, it could be that they have issues with, like they have personal issues. But then, with diving into what Theo Carlos was saying here, I feel like that could also be a factor. But I feel like it's not relevant in some sense because we all did entrepreneurship, and then we know that when you are competing on the markets, you compete with people who have been in the game for long.
Yeah.
Hence, they have their feet solidly grounded in the ground. What I say, nice firm the ding. We are there in Papa Kwesi Indum, like I wouldn't say his bank is not doing well. Undoubtedly, both banks are doing well. We're doing well. But then, for data bank,
something.
Okay.
I want you bring this man mind to something.
Bring it.
You know, whenever you are finding a position, you feel like you're on top. You get it? At that point, you don't care whether you are into business or whatever. You always feel like, yeah, I am me. I want my this thing to be on top, and that's fine. That's how we think. That's how humans think. We don't want people that we know or we feel they are better than us or we are in the same way with. We don't want them to overtake
That
it.
is why I'm saying that.
So in law, you can call this as due influence.
That'd be hard.
Due influence.
That'd be hard. You make Ella finish.
That is why I'm saying that your competitor shouldn't be someone you are trying to start with. Your competitor should be someone who has already been in the game.
The game for
There's
long.
Ghana Commercial Bank. Hello, there's
And
Zenith.
those were the two trending banks at that moment. They were the two trending banks.
So
There were
one
two banks. Let me tell them, those kind of banks, you can't compare yourself to them because it's nationwide. It's for Ghana. So when you're making comparison, you are talking about the private banks. Those were owned by tycoons. They feel like they have money. That's why they opened up or established that foundation. So the data bank was established by Kane.
and I'm
The
saying
other
that.
bank was also the GN bank was established by Papa with
See, I'm not doubting. I'm not saying what you're saying is not right. So I'm saying that, in my opinion, with the knowledge from entrepreneurship, when you are starting a business, in as much as you're a business tycoon, we don't care. We don't want to know if you're a business tycoon. We don't want to know if you have money. But your competitor is not someone you are starting with.
That'd be hard.
Your competitor, like you are starting a bank, Theocalos. Let's say Theocalos Bank, and then this is the LS Bank. We are all starting together. Let's say you started a year before me. Okay, you are doing good. I just came. You are not my look up to. You should not be my look up to.
But
Do you understand?
You also know.
I should
you
aim for the
talk
bigger
about-
platform. Do you
You
understand?
spoke about what? Let's say entrepreneur. Let me also move. Do you know when you're about to set up a business, you look at something we call SWOT analysis. Have you heard that about?
Yeah.
So tell me about SWOT analysis.
Your strengths, your
Your
weaknesses, your achievements, or what's that? The A was it?
I remember.
Okay,
SWOT.
viewers, please tell us what it is.
SWOT.
SWOT. I thought you said SWAT,
Okay.
because I'm hearing SWAT.
How will you pronounce SWOT?
What?
SWOT. Okay.
Check.
That's
Since you are the one saying it, please, you should tell us about it here.
What are you doing on my
That's
what?
SWOT analysis. It talks about the strengths, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threats.
Yeah.
So before you open up a business, these are some of the things you consider. And you think that the GN Bank will be a threat to him.
I'm not doubting that GN Bank is.
So every reason
I'm not doubting.
to go
I'm
against
not
it.
saying
And
GN Bank cannot be a
okay,
threat.
With what Pakwesi is saying, you can see that even the Jubilee House is against the bank being thrown out
Yeah, or being shut down.
or being shut down.
Yeah.
But your man's this one is saying that no, that will tell you that it's a personal
And
thing.
he said it will affect.
See, back to the
Yeah,
threat
culture.
Carlos said, I disagree with him because the fact that there's threat there explains what I'm saying. The fact that you are my threat, like, okay, we are all selling the same thing, and then we are at the same place, and then there's someone also selling that same thing across the street. Who should be my threat? Please tell me.
Be the person being in the game already.
Of course. Somebody who has already been in the game, like someone who is doing good
in the game.
Listen to my point.
Yeah,
I'm saying
what
that
I'm saying.
the threat is there. I'm not saying you can't make what's the name GN Bank your threat, or I'm not saying you can't make Data Bank your threat.
Okay.
But I'm saying that as new business tycoons that are now coming into the business, like the bank fielding, I feel like your look up to should be people who are doing incredibly well. There are banks like Ghana Commercial Bank. There are banks like Fidelity. There are banks like Zenith. Like there are lots of banks
Madam,
that
I
are.
don't buy this. When you say banks that are doing well,
Don't you look up to people to learn
no,
from
I'm
them?
coming.
And you are looking up. See
I'm coming.
what I'm saying.
It's what
I'm
you are
making
saying
a
that
point,
you
but
get
he's
me.
not trying to
Oh,
understand
big
from my
one,
point.
big one.
Do you understand?
I beg, let me come in. When you say you are looking up to those banks, those are old banks. You have developed a kind of criteria that's old. I stand out to be the best among even the old and new banks. It's a level you are
So
showing.
you are looking up to people to be
No.
the best. You cannot
not
just
looking
get up
up.
and be the best.
Let me tell you something.
To everything, there's role model.
Why is it that? Why
That be hard. That be hard.
Big one.
Yeah.
Why is Akufo-Addo not sorry, His Excellency Akufo-Addo not transferring money or having business transaction
Because he has
I'm
people who do that for him.
with the bank's allies mission, Bank of Ghana?
That is
Ghana
called
Commercial
choice.
Bank.
That is called
Why?
choice.
You that will tell you something. There's a political something attached to it.
Affiliation.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will tell you something.
Ken is talking about the political aspect.
Exactly.
There to affect them.
So
And
you
I'm
can say
saying
that.
and
You
I'm
can say
saying
that
I
those
don't
banks
see the
cannot come
reason
in.
why GNB should be your
I
threat.
feel,
Do you understand?
but I feel like maybe I said we Papa is Indomino. Sorry, Papa is Indo. I said anyway, the bank I said I NDC bank.
See,
right?
even if
No,
we are
it's not
talking
about
about
NDC Bank.
this person
They are all
want to
doing well.
understand, yeah.
Both of them are doing
Because
well.
it will affect them political. It will affect their
Those
political
times,
This
those
person has
times,
his own
when you look
political
at
party.
the GN Bank,
Yeah.
when you look at GN Bank, they were doing very, very well. And wherever you go, you see different branches.
That's GN Bank.
Yeah, GN Bank. And that was at that time that Data Bank was also coming in. It was also pulling with the investment and those things. The treasury bills and stuff. So who on earth to go and tell me that I'm going to challenge me or is going into competition with other banks?
So why is
And
Ken?
leave GN Bank or GN
Clearly
Bank.
not, you see, you're clearly not getting my points.
I'm
When
getting
I'm
a
making
point.
my point, relax for me to end. I'm saying that
Uh-huh.
the fact that what's the name? GN
GN
Bank,
Bank.
it's like the focus of Ken Ofori Atta.
Yeah, the focus of Ken for
Yes, that is what I don't get, because if it is political wise, this person has stood for political races in Ghana and then he didn't win.
Of course. So why
And
I
then
get
you understand my point. And you're all in opposing parties.
Maybe the
Listen,
personal thing, you
Listen.
not say you are
of course,
claiming to
yes, you're all in opposing parties, and then
It
this
didn't
person.
give a good reason enough. That wasn't a good
And then we went down.
Read
We
it. What was the explanation?
She explained that.
Yeah, she explained that. That wasn't the only thing she gave. She added something to it.
What did she add?
That's what you can go through and read it again.
What did I add? Tell me
Added
what
it.
exactly you want me to say, and I'll read
Okay,
it for
so
you.
after he had said that it's a political something.
Political interest.
Uh-huh.
That's
So,
the I think 1, 2, 3. That's the second paragraph.
okay, so you can add the rest.
So you should start from the third paragraph.
So
Uh,
he, like, according to him, Ken Ofori Atta, the then Minister of Finance, orchestrated the closure of GN Bank to safeguard political interests. A memo was submitted by the Minister of Finance at that time to ask Cabinet to agree for GN Bank to be collapsed, Dr. Indum stated. So it was because of the political interest. He thinks it is a threat on his political interest. That is why he orchestrated that the bank should be collapsed. And I'm saying that if it's even political wise, see, viewers, please try to reason with me. This is someone looking at Pakwesi Indum. He's someone who has been in this political race for quite some time now. We all know he has the PPP, like that political party.
but Ella,
I'm not done talking. I'm not done talking. And Ken Ofori Atta, the then Minister of Finance, NPP, right? These are two different parties altogether. So it is just normal for them to be, because they are opposing, because they are in different parties. And it is just normal for you to be at loggerheads with someone who is not in your party. But what I don't understand is the fact that the person holds a memo that says that the bank shouldn't be collapsed. It wasn't agreed by Jubilee House that the bank should be collapsed.
Oh, Jubilee House.
Yet the bank was still collapsed. And it is based on someone orchestrating something. Do you understand? I'm trying to say that even if it is the fact that they both had banks which were doing well, I strongly don't think Data Bank or GN, okay, let me, because it's Kane Ofori Atta that orchestrated the thing, so let me make it point blank. It is not enough reason for Data Bank to make GNB or see them as a threat. It is just normal for them to be their threat because it is a business. But you have other big people to look up to. There are a lot of banks that are headed by people from different political parties. Do you understand my point?
I get you.
So if you are trying to talk about political grounds here, it should definitely be on personal ground. Maybe they've had some encounter, they've had a banter before. Do you understand? But the fact that you both have banks and you are just new in the system. Do you understand my point? You are new in the system and then you have to look up to people who are ahead of you.
That's right.
Do you understand my point?
That's right.
And note, those people heading the Zenith Bank, the Ghana Commercial Bank, there are a lot of people there who are not in NTV.
That's right.
So why is it that it is only GN Bank that Ofori Atta wanted to be closed down? That's where the question is coming from.
So where are you?
Do you understand my point?
I get you very well.
Yeah, this is very deep.
This is very deep.
Yeah.
That'd be hard.
So
you see, where do you go? Where do you see wrong at LS? What submission or what?
Yeah.
Where do you
okay,
see wrong?
so from the political side, I wanted her to understand that when we talk of the political side, it's not about the MPP or NDC. In the interest of Kane, it's a kind of play. It's a play game. It's in the form of when I win or when I'm in control, my bank also is in control. Simple as that.
And I'm saying that, let me come in.
And there was no reason you go and consider or you look up to Ghana Commercial Bank. There's no reason you are going to do. Both banks were established at that moment. They were all established. They were doing well. When you talk of international, they were known. So why are they looking up to?
Ella, you're trying to say something.
I'm trying to say that with what Phil Carlos is saying, all I want him to understand is that there's something deeper than what we are actually thinking here.
That's why earlier on I started with the word a personal word. I started with the word a personal something.
And you don't
have a personal issue.
I'm coming. Let's
aside every the political this one, they have a personal issue.
You come back to your submission.
Those are the rivals.
I want you to come back to your. I'll come back to your submission and you do that. Ella,
my viewers can side with me that when it comes to what's the name? Politics. It has always been what MPP, NDC in the system for a very long time. We are just waiting for any political party who is going to break that tie for us. So, onto what I want to put across. I'm trying to say that in as much as GN Bank, like what he said, will be a prayer man, will be a prayer papa man. If my party comes into power, my bank is going to be there. You can still make, when your party comes into power, your bank can still operate without shutting someone's bank down.
Simple.
That is just selfish.
That should tell you
that is very selfish.
They were what? Kind of rivals.
And I'm
whenever
saying that,
you see Data Bank, you see GN Bank.
I'm saying it is not even relevant. See, because over the years, I'm still standing on this point that over the years, PPP has always been in the race for political power. Yet they end up not getting it.
That'd be hard.
How many of my viewers can put their hand boldly on their chest and tell me that if they are to vote, they are even going to vote for PPP?
Let me tell you something.
So this man is not someone anybody should put daily in their heart that where the person may go ejuma because oba power me bank ejuma. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do you understand my point?
I understand.
This is what they do, and then there's no employment in the country.
That'd be hard.
Someone has employed over how many employees, and you just wake up one day and tell me that you are shutting down their bank.
Now you got Ella, pause for me, relax. Carlos, speak, and then submit for me. Charlie, sign out.
Oh, well, like Ella is saying, you see, sometimes we agree to disagree, but in everything, I would like to tell my viewers that it wasn't right for Kane Ofori Atta
Yeah.
to do that.
Mm.
It wasn't necessary. And from whatever they are saying, you could see that it's kind of a personal something. They have agenda, and it can be political agenda, whatever agenda it will be. It affected most of our lives. People didn't get to work. Unemployment rate were very high. And at a point, the country was at a standstill because of all these things, which is very, very bad.
All this stupidness.
This issue is actually making me believe the statement that goes like, with or without you, the world still moves on.
That be
Life
hard.
goes on.
That be
You
hard.
know why I'm saying this?
See, tell
Because
me.
in as much as a whole Jubilee House did not agree for GN Bank to be
shut down.
collapsed, it was still collapsed nevertheless.
Say we there to the module.
Do you understand? It was still collapsed. Why? Because Ken Ofori Atta's party is still what?
A threat.
And also,
It's still raining. That's what I want people to know.
you know,
It's still raining.
they are cousins, so Akufo and Ken, they are cousins.
That is where I'm coming to. That is where I'm coming to.
Ella, come there and submit to us so that we.
One of them are
So the fact that you are seeing someone as a threat here, your party was still in power anyways. So anything you want to do to the person, your party is still in power. You could have see this. All these things here is not needed. They say the youth of Ghana, we are suffering.
Hit that.
Most important thing.
That be hard.
Before you guys, I watched a video recently. Our Excellency the Vice President, Muhammad Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He was, I think he was in a conference and then the lights went out. And you see how he was so distressed. See, that is how we feel. If you guys are to take a walk in our shoes for a day,
Hit them.
you would know how it feels like to be a youth of Ghana. We are not happy.
That be hard.
But then, as Christians, we say when there's the casting down, there's a lifting up for us.
That be hard.
That is what is keeping all of us going. Do you understand? So with or without economy breakdown, we are still living.
That be
All
hard.
I'm trying to tell politicians out there is
Tell
that
them.
we are all humans. We moja baako ɛna ɛfa yɛn nyinaa yɛ mu. So before you do something, think. If this was done to you, and as a unuye bi, umami bi ne wo baby no bi di ayɛ na, it will be happy. See, all these things that happen here, it is racism. You guys are raising us like you are treating us so poorly to the extent that we are in our own country, but we are not happy.
Come on.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry, I'm comfort.
No, it is campaign again.
Sika mpede but you are sorry and a sika no. Some see it discussion na here, bro. Yeah, sorry and a comfort am sika no.
That be hard.
Do you understand?
But I think
It's so pathetic here. You see natives of Ghana outside the country and they are suffering. And then Ghanaians be here and be saying, stop black lives matter, black words. We are here and then we are being treated like we are outside. See, for me to be in Ghana, for me to be in Ghana and then suffer that way, I would rather prefer to go outside the country to be raised.
Ella, thank you very much.
Because the country is very hard. But like I said, when there's the words casting down for us, there's a lifting up.
When there's a casting down for us, there's a lift.
When there's a casting down, there's a lifting up for us.
Lifting up.
That is what is keeping us going, the youth of Ghana. If you people don't know, you go dressed in your streets and go and sit and you think everything is alright. Please, you guys should stop all these personal sentiments and everything and then work on bettering the country's economy. Better us. The youth of Ghana, as you all say, we are the future leaders. But right now, I don't see any leaders in this. I think we are even living in our future already. For real. I think we are living in the future. So please, you guys should I beg you all these is not needed. Tikun kwejina. Oh yeah, oh dear, Mr. Me dear. That is how we all grow together. You don't have to bring someone down to go up. That is all I have to say.
Okay, that's all we have to say. When there's a casting down, there's a
lifting up.
Lifting up. I think it's that's not to get break.
I come for you. Sorry, I come
for. We done 100 meters. We ain't catch on. Charlie, my viewers, if you agree, if you don't agree, the comment section there, Charlie. This episode was brought to you by Shama Rentals, and Shama Rentals they deal in canopies, plastic chairs, wedding chairs, what have you, like anything like Charlie. If you go do a door in crowd, then they give you birthday parties, anything they are, then they give you Charlie. Shama Rentals, Charlie, then they hold you down. We did love them pass. Them are not best the screen top, Charlie. You go feel locate them too at Teshi. Just call them. Then go count and can't store there. Give you Charlie. It not be easy. Yet it's the castle.
I'm saying you call us will be count.
By me, my name is castle by bread.
Oh no,
We are out.